know, right?
Are you gonna clap?
I don't think I need to this time.
All right, cool.
We had the
You
countdown.
know,
We should be fine.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, you never know. You never know. Um, all right, so I guess welcome to our first ever digital this weekend barbecue, the barbecue focused podcast with hot news and even hotter takes. I am your host Rashid Phillips, and I don't even know in which orientation these people are with me.
Who's sitting to the left?
But somewhere to the left, to the left of me is speak up because I don't know. I can't tell.
Oh, I don't know who's to your left, so I'll just say it's
Exactly.
me,
Yeah.
Brian Hull, Misfits Barbecue.
And to his left or right,
It is Mr. James Welch.
there it is. There it is,
I,
ladies and
I,
gentlemen.
I've got the vertical view, so James is on top and Rashid is
Uh,
anchoring.
yeah, I've got you guys.
Yeah.
I got us Brady Bunch style right now. So
Okay.
Ah,
we'll see.
nice.
We'll see. We'll,
Yeah.
we'll sort it out. Um, yeah, seemed like some people really liked our last episode.
You
Yeah.
think
I
so?
don't know. I didn't hear much, so
Yeah.
I only heard from one person because I let them know it's like, hey, we talked about your shit.
Oh, with the burger people?
No, no. 603.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
You want to do the follow up on that real quick?
Hey, let's kick it off. That's a segue if I've ever seen one.
I know,
All
right?
right. So everything we talked about, they tried.
Really?
Really?
I mean,
Really?
basically, yeah, they tried to get them to like sell beer to the line. Look, their county or whatever did implement a like entertainment or whatever district where they could drink beer out in the parking lot if they wanted to.
Yeah.
They were trying to
Okay.
get them to sell hot chocolate to the line during the cold months, and they didn't. So 603 just ended up giving it out for free. There was apparently an ownership change, and the old
Ah.
owners were cool. The new owners, not so much.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. So that's
Um,
where we're standing.
yeah, and then on top of it, like we talked about, like I didn't know how much equipment they had. Very similar to Owens and Holt, where they're cooking on, they have all of their like kind of refrigeration and holding stuff, but they're working off of electric burners, and so they can't really cook much there anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like they've definitely outgrown their space and have been looking anyway. So it's kind of one of those things where, there's now a definitive timeline on a thing they were already working towards.
Okay. So this sounds
Speaking
like it was
of,
something already in the works.
it is, and for the record, everyone, I'd like to mark today is Monday, March 2nd, 2026, in the year of our Lord, and it is still fucking Owens and Hole. Like, when is this?
Ah.
When is this? This needs. I'm telling you, Pops and I are about to take a ride.
Wednesday. Like okay,
Wednesday,
like
it was New Year's. It was top of the year. It was January. It was
all right.
February.
Look,
We went through
look.
all of Black History Month twice, and it's still.
It's yeah, Wednesday. Wednesday.
I'm
That's
Just let us
telling
know
apparently
when
you,
you
when
need us to ride.
Wednesday.
a Wednesday is apparently when uh the next or the next attempt at
It's
the
not
new
that hard. I could do
the
it in
dinner.
5 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is.
No, it's not what it is. You can't keep riding
Oh,
coattails like that.
I didn't catch this, but we had someone come through, an influencer, just to get some content for us. And Tyler caught it. I didn't catch it, but he kept calling me Owens.
I was
So
like,
no,
no, I'm the other guy.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
the whole. I'm the thing that held the ship together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
Which is
Yeah,
actually the hall,
it
right?
yeah,
is.
yeah. Exactly. That
It
was
is
the
the whole.
win.
Great ref. Well, there we
Nice.
have it, ladies and gentlemen. 3 months into 2026, and there has been no name change, and the coattail ridings have been ridden and are still being rode. So we'll see how that goes.
Hey.
I'll give you an update on next week, I guess.
All right, we'll see.
Okay.
We're calling it Co-Watch 2026.
Cogate. Cogate.
Cocaine.
Yeah.
Uh, Speaking of, I guess, toss out some dates here. Holy Smokes has announced their dates. Riverfront, November 14th.
Okay.
Year 6. If you've missed all other 5, I don't know what to tell you. Brian, you've been out there. You understand. It's a good time. It's a great time. It's fun. What we
Oh
do
yeah,
out
it's
there.
great.
It's just a lot of good, a lot of fun. So grab those tickets, get those VIPs now. They often sell out, usually within the first couple of weeks. The VIPs do. You'll still be able to get some GA, some general admin along the way, but want to put that out there.
Hey, if I get a VIP ticket, do I have to wear pants?
Yeah, yes. That's what the P in VIP is. Very important pants. That's
Pants.
exactly what it
General
stands for.
I just
admission, actually, pants are optional.
see. I just had to check. I don't want to embarrass anybody.
That's
But
horrible.
you do have to wear shorts at least.
Ah,
A kilt,
Jorts.
something.
We'll allow jorts. Heck, he's right. Even a kilt. We'll do a kilt.
you know
We'll
what?
Yeah.
I'll
definitely do a
surprise
kilt.
you.
Oh gosh, that's concerning. Uh, Hit us with the. I know you got something for us. What day is it? Because it's not
You
just the
know what?
second. It's got to be something.
It's actually pretty disappointing today. And I was, and quite frankly, I love it, but I was actually thinking about
I just
skipping
saw
it.
it. It's the worst
Yeah.
possible
What the
one.
hell is that? But
What?
okay, for all y'all out there, it is National Banana Cream Pie Day.
Okay.
Do with that as you will. Anybody eat no
You're
damn banana cream pie? Who likes banana cream pie?
I feel like there's so many jokes in this.
You know what?
that's why I decided not to say anything.
There are
Uh,
so many jokes with this. Somebody, I hope the audio comes through perfectly clear on this one because somebody's going to be like,
Wait,
"Actually, baby, on
did
the
it bring up for you
podcast, it
too?
said a little." But oh
Okay, you're gonna have
gosh,
to start from the top, James.
all right.
all right.
So, the National Day. Today is National Banana Cream Pie Day. Ugh.
Yeah,
Why?
yeah,
I
that's
don't.
yeah. I'm a,
Why? Who even?
I'm gonna have to type that out on the screen so they.
Right. Like, who even eats? Like, I apologize for the folks who out there who
No,
love banana cream pie. I mean, do you? But
yeah, I'll
that
get
needs to
down
go.
on banana pudding.
You
All
know what?
about that.
As soon as banana pudding hit the streets, banana cream pie should have been exiled, wiped off
Exactly.
the map.
So like you can't sit with us type behavior.
Right. You're not in the same class. Not in the same class. But for all those who want to enjoy the day, banana cream pie, go out and have you a slice, and then we'll see you sitting on the toilet later.
Oh god,
Jeez.
I love it. I don't know if you guys caught this in the news, and it's a little bit of what we talked about as far as tech getting into our spaces a little. We've talked
Mm-hmm.
about different restaurants in New York catching a little flack because they were using iPads with virtual hosts or
Okay.
hostess on them. We've talked about Swift using robots and AI to break down meats,
Mm-hmm.
digital printing of meats. Now we have Burger King is now embedding AI into their stores and into their headsets. So what will happen is the AI agent will listen to the entire interaction and coach the employee in real time how to offer a better experience. They're starting it out very slowly by taking a page out of Truett Cathy's book. Make of those who aren't aware, Truett Cathy, founder of Chick-fil-A,
Okay.
taking a page out of his book and informing the employees to hey, don't forget to say, may I take your order, please? Don't forget to thank them for visiting. Don't forget to say, my pleasure. Don't forget, like it's queuing prompts in their heads live during the customer interactions.
Hmm. You know what?
Um, I mean, do you want to go to the positive route or do you want to go to the dystopian route? I'll take one. You take the other.
I'll let once I want to hear you be dystopian. So you go dystopian, James. You'll do positive.
All right, James first.
All right. So, the positives. I can see this being a good thing because, first of all, I don't know if you've gone out recently somewhere to eat or even to buy, purchase clothing. I
James,
think over.
you might have to like disable your camera because you're breaking up, so it might just be the data that were put.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, hold
maybe.
on one second. Let me do something a little bit different.
I think it's the Wi-Fi upload problem though.
Maybe. The good thing is it saves all the files and pushes them in later, so we'll be good there.
Okay.
So keep
See,
popping
I'm
up.
wondering if I can. Oh no, it's off. So let's
Okay. Yeah, it sounds like you're not breaking up now.
Yeah, let's give it a shot. I'll drop your photo in there. We'll see how it goes.
okay. I changed my mic out,
Okay.
so I can hear a little bit of echo on my side, but we'll go anyway. So, oh my God, what were we talking about? Oh, AI and the
Yes.
Burger King mic. So a lot of companies are doing this, and I know there's a lot of companies out there that AWS is a big. They have a big offering around this where they will look at your organization's data, user guides, policies and procedures, things like that. And then they will create this AI agent around improving the customer experience, which is, I'm all for it. If you've been out anywhere lately, customer service is sorely lacking in a whole lot of places. So to have an AI bot or AI helper to, kind of guide and coach you as they're actively listening to the conversation, to be able to actively coach an agent or an employee to help make a better experience, I'm all for that. The
Yeah.
logistics is where I have questions about it because as a person is listening to the drive-through order, hell, half the time they don't get the drive-through order right. So now you're gonna have to have this person working at Burger King trying to listen to the customer and at the same time having this AI bot chatting in its ear simultaneously. I could just see more orders getting screwed up, quite frankly.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Potentially. I
it's
can
just
see that.
it's the customer service side that I feel like this will definitely help because you should treat people like they should come back and eat again, right? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? To increase your customer service offerings and make people feel valued, make them feel like their money, like come and spend your money here. We want you to eat here. I'm all for that. How you going to improve the
Hmm.
experience at Burger King?
Okay.
I mean, come on, dog. It's Burger King.
Yeah. Agreed. Agreed. Very much agreed. All right. Let's hear that dystopian portion of it. That take.
In a year's time, you won't have someone taking your order from Burger King. They're training the AI model to take over completely.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not
So
about
that's
Absolutely.
helping. It's not about helping guide the person. It's about gathering data on how orders are taken.
Brian, you asked me
I
for
can
the
see that.
positive side. I tried to give you the positive. We all know that AI is coming for our jobs. We all know it.
Yeah, I
They
know,
got
I know.
places
That's why
now
I
you could
forced your
drive up
hand.
to and
But
order a
mine's the
burger
easy
and it just
one.
flies out the chute.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's not there yet. You still need someone to cook and like at least wrap the burgers and throw it out there. But yeah, they're minimizing the position in a year and a half, 2 years, something like that. Like that's what's
Hmm.
going to happen. Like they're training on how to walk through pitching it that way, but they're really training the model by figuring or like seeing all the different variations on how customers order so that the model can adapt and
Hmm.
see how their employees adapt to those kind of taking an order. That's
Yeah.
what
Yep.
it's going to be. I mean, like a lot of places, they went the other way and just implemented the AI thing. And how many times have you been through a drive-through with the AI or the computer, and it immediately breaks, and they have to bring in the other person?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah.
It
so we're
reminds me, what was it, last year when I mentioned going to Bojangles or somewhere, and I was served or helped via AI, and it was actually a really good experience. Like it was a spot on AI. It got the order right, it got everything right. But I see what you're saying, Brian, that in a year and a half, 2 years, you could easily walk into a Burger King and the only person in there isn't necessarily a cook, but more someone that's a software or tech position that if a robot or something goes awry, they can plug in, tweak it, and emergency case if needed, they can cook, but they're mainly there
Hmm.
for in-house IT support.
I
Or
mean,
an
that's
expediter.
probably like, I mean, the advances are so crazy, but that's probably 5 to 10 years down the line where, we're not even like the employee's not even cooking anymore. It's being cooked and wrapped and like slid down the chute. But to redesign the entire restaurant around, how do you get that? Like, how do you cook an item, wrap it, get it into a bag and out to the customer through a drive-through through all robotics? You're
Yeah.
basically, yeah, like I think it's, hey, the burger patty's done. Someone picks it up, assembles the burger, wraps it, throws it in the bag, gets the fries, hands it to somebody. But they may not be cooking the burger anymore, and they may not be taking the order anymore. They're just looking at a screen and throwing out the order to the person.
I could
Quite
I
honestly,
could
I
see
don't
it,
think it's
and
going
it
to take. I don't
leads
think
me
it's going
to
to
a
take the
sec.
4 to 5. I don't think it's going to take the 4 to 5 years. You know, I
Yeah,
think they're already working on a way to make it to automate a lot of this, right? And to
yeah.
Sheed's point, you might have an IT person and you might have an expediter just in case of emergencies.
No,
They.
uh, I think you're right. I was having to say, like, there's so many store closers, right? Like, we're in a little bit of a deep dish depression right now with all these pizza joints
Mm,
that are shutting. Papa John's, Pizza Hut, Domino's, each are closing anywhere between 150 to 200 stores this year. But I believe with companies like that, when they close, they do eventually reopen, but they open a bit smarter and better. So I
mm,
wouldn't be shocked to see a lot of these places trying to implement or redesigning and building the new facilities to not have as much human interaction in mind. It's sort of like what you see at Costco's, where they were slowly beta testing the self checkout lines.
mm-hmm.
And then, like, okay, this doesn't work. Let's redo the layout. And they shift the layout, kept the lines, but now it's more efficient. When you go to a Publix or Kroger and it was all cash registers, and you go back and now it's one self checkout, you go back again. Now, three-fourths of it is self checkout, and you may be able to only talk to someone at two registers, but they keep one person in the self checkout around in case you're trying to
Something
buy
happens.
wine or prescription med or something.
Mm-hmm.
Someone is just there to oversee. What is it, like 8 terminals instead of one person per each terminal?
Right.
Uh, Kroger's the worst.
Do you like
Oh,
Kroger just
self
really?
had
You?
like,
checkout?
yeah. No, no. I mean,
I
no.
don't like self checkout. If I'm self checking out, I need an employee discount.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, well,
Thank you.
not only that, but no one knows how to properly use self checkout right. Like, I'm sorry, you don't need to have 80 items going through the section where you can't even put all of that in your bagging area.
Self
Right.
checkout needs to be 10 to 12 items or less. Like if your hand cart is spilling out, you shouldn't be in self checkout.
Well, I mean,
I don't work here.
Kroger has the longer line, like the longer self checkout things with the conveyor belt now. The
Ah,
problem I have with Kroger is it doesn't matter what time you go; they only operate like one or two actual registers, so it just funnels everybody into self checkout anyway, which defeats the purpose.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
work
not
here.
self checking out. Yeah, I don't work here. I'm not getting an employee discount. Y'all have me on self checkout. Better mess around. Gonna come up short.
Listen,
I do have a. Oh, you go first, James.
oh no, I was just gonna say, look, if I get to the store and there's only self checkout, somebody coming to put my bags away. Like I'm gonna just stand there and be like, hey, all right, I don't work here. My shirt don't say Kroger, Publix, Harris Teeter.
They're not
I
passing the
barely got a
savings
shirt
on to
on.
you. They're not.
Albertsons, none of that. None
Yeah,
They're
of
not
that.
passing the savings.
right.
No,
You know,
definitely not.
Yeah. No, what I was going to say about pizza, just a weird thing. Do you think national pizza chains are having a harder time now because you can get anything delivered? Back in the day, you could just get basically Chinese and pizza delivered.
Yeah.
Those were
Yeah.
the only two deliveries. Now
Now
you can get
anything can get
anything.
delivered. That's a good point. I think it's likely had an impact, and I think it's sort of removed a position while opening a position. Because, like you said back in the day, Chinese and pizza, they had their own delivery driver.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have a lot of these, Papa John's franchisees that are setting up shop. They don't have a designated delivery driver, so they're sort of forced to sign up for like your Uber Eats and your
Mm-hmm.
DoorDash. So they're taking a percentage cut there already. And then if the driver, which they have no control over, isn't professional on time or whatever, they get dinged again. So I think it's a huge roll of the dice customer experience wise, but then you kind of have to do it because even though you're not making as much profit margin with DoorDash or Uber Eats, you're still getting something better than nothing.
I wonder
Yeah.
how much money they're saving for like insurance by not having to hire drivers.
Yeah, that's another thing. Because we
I mean
used to
that,
be teenage kids. Now, if I
yeah.
order something, I'm getting it's a grandma. I'm like, what are you doing here?
I mean, there's that. Then there's also, but what I'm saying is, if you go and just say you're thinking about pizza, you go to DoorDash or Uber Eats or Grubhub or whatever, and you start looking at pizza, and then every other food option is available. So you're not now your mind like you may not even order pizza anymore. And the
Right.
fact is like there's no benefit to ordering pizza through besides like an app that tracks your points or whatever, maybe gives you a discount or coupon code. There's no actual benefit to doing that because you're still paying a delivery fee.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, these places don't offer free delivery anymore, and that delivery fee is not going to the driver.
no, let's go to the app.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wonder if there really is a
fun
cost
times, man,
savings
fun
there.
times. What news you got for us, Brian?
So our friends at Grasslands are awaking from their winter slumber, as
Hey,
they tend to do. So
little
they've got a
hibernation.
yeah, they got a couple of events coming up. First off, let me look it up real quick. They are going to be doing something in Hood River with the Common House. So they're going to be doing like a smoked brisket pho, pork belly burned in banh mi, lemongrass Thai chili, pork jowl sausage. That's going to be this Saturday. Um, so that's going to be their first event, and then it's 4 p.m. until it's gone there. So that's March 6th, correct?
This Saturday, March 7th.
March 7th, okay. And then next weekend, it's their fifth annual outing to Holy Mountain Brewing in Seattle. So they do that kind of every year. And it will be a 3 day event. So you have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with different specials each day to go get some Grasslands barbecue in Seattle. Yeah,
Okay.
Drew,
Nice.
Drew started up in Seattle as bootlegger barbecue before moving down to Oregon and Hood River and transitioning to Grasslands. So it's kind of a homecoming for him. But they've been doing it for the past 5 years, and usually there is a line around the block, so you want to get there early.
Okay.
Nice.
Noted. Noted. Good on them. Welcome back, fellas.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Love to see him welcome
What you
back
got
then
for us, James? I know we got
closing.
something good because we didn't get to touch on all your topics last week.
You know what I want to hit first? This might be a little controversial for people, but this who's this what's RFK? What is his position? Uh
Not necessary or
not
not qualified, I should say.
ridiculous. Well, let me tell you, I was watching the news the other day and this fool got on TV. Okay, so first you had our boy jump on and say how, beef prices are coming down, everything's coming down, America is great, blah, blah, blah. And we all know that's just crap, right? We all know he's lying. But then maybe 5 minutes later, your boy RFK comes on and starts peddling cheaper cuts of meat, saying that, hey, maybe you don't need the ribeye steak and maybe you don't need the brisket. And then started
Mm-hmm.
like pimping liver. Like, are you out your ever
Yeah.
loving mind? Like, ugh. Like, why are you trying to pimp all these lower? Like, on the one hand, everything's coming down, prices are coming down. Go run out to the grocery store, meat is back.
Yeah.
And then on the other hand, you got somebody saying, "Oh, well, prices are high, but go out and get yourself some liver." No, absolutely not. Why? It is just ridiculous. Now,
He's like, hey, have you guys ever had cow tongue? It's
right?
delicious.
Like,
No, don't knock it. A
like
lengua taco
beef
hits,
back.
but
Oh, but Liquid's not cheap.
yeah, lengua's not cheap. But there,
Yeah.
what is it? I forgot her position or her name, but she was like, yeah, we've done the numbers, and the average family can definitely afford one piece of chicken, a piece of broccoli, and a tortilla. I said, excuse me.
What do these people do? What's going
I said,
on,
are you
y'all?
eating one piece of chicken, one tortilla, and a piece of broccoli? Is that your 3 square meals a day? Is that what you're pushing out? Your
Just
kids, your family, your cousins, your sisters, you steaming up one head of broccoli, and you get that piece, you get that piece, and you just busting down a chicken, breaking the thighs and legs. And come on, man, what are we doing here?
let me get the bone. What the? I just
I don't get it.
like the
I don't get
timeline
it.
is horrible, and I just don't understand how they like. It's just wrong. It's bugging me. Like it's really it's getting to me, man. I just don't understand. Just because I mean, we do a lot of work in the community. We do a lot of
Yeah,
volunteering and charity work, and people have been struggling for God knows how long, and now it's just exponentially worse. And liver just ain't gonna cut it. Now,
yeah.
how
Great
about
source of
chicken?
iron.
Can we pimp chicken? Chicken's making a come. Like chicken's all right. I just
Chicken prices have increased too. It's just these type of prices make you want to go vegetarian.
yeah.
Would make you want to go full vegan until you pick up a bag of almonds and realize that bag of almonds costs as much as a steak. So you're just like, never mind.
It's just not the same.
I don't know what the answer is. I don't know what the fix is. I don't know what the solution is. Aside from buy larger cuts, and from a business standpoint, try to work out better net deal payments with your suppliers because it's just getting hard right now. I'm trying to work on getting us a rep from a supplier to come on and chat with us because they're also seeing the hit. We talk about the restaurants close as well. So these guys lose jobs too when there's fewer and fewer accounts to manage
Hmm.
because their clients and customers are shutting down their restaurants. They get a hit. So it's affecting everybody in every position.
Yeah. I just I heard it and I was just like, you know what? I wish we had video clips that we could submit video clips that show people how crazy this whole thing just sounds is ridiculous. But I don't know. It caught me by surprise, and
Yeah.
for whatever reason, it just hit a nerve, and I just want to punch somebody in the back of the neck. Like I hate resorting to violence, but man, some people just need it. I think that's where we lost it. Like people stop getting punched.
People stop getting a good old fashioned ass whooping. That's what happens. So they just
You know
started.
what? And partly I blame Oprah, but that's another
Oh,
story. That's
yeah,
a story for another time.
a whole other time. But no, I feel you on that one. I feel on that one. That isn't it.
But
Um,
another one of the topics I saw that you had a note on here that what does it take to truly be a pitmaster chef? That's at the top of your list. And then I was thinking more of, who decides on what real barbecue is? Like, do we have a barbecue gatekeeping issue? And I know we touched on it just a little bit last week, but you know, who's to say that that's not real barbecue, or that's not the way we do it, or that's not authentic, or that's cheating? Like, who decides what that is?
I feel like that's such a deeper conversation of who decides what barbecue is. I feel like the modern answer is whoever, the easy answer is whoever's manning the grill decides who or what the thing is, right?
Sure.
That's your that's your political I'm running for office answer. The nitty gritty of it is it's you've got to honor where it originated from and those who started it and the styles that were created from their cooking styles,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
But I think somewhere along the lines, a different group or subset came in and said, hey, we're just going to take this thing over now and shift it a little bit and say that this is our way. This is what the
Sure.
metrics of it are. Because again, the fact that everyone's like Texas is the barbecue capital of the world blows my mind. I'm like, there were slaves in Texas, but I don't know about you. You've been to Texas. I don't see a lot of cotton fields out there. I'm just saying. Right. I'm just
True.
saying. So I don't know how, like the third cousin can all of a sudden become the gatekeeper of everything. You was just out there. You lucky we let you play.
Right.
Right. You all had your own stuff. You ain't never wanted to be a part of this anyway. So for you to dictate just really throws my mind. And I'm sorry to say it, but I'm tired of seeing. Gosh, I feel like this might be a hot take, potentially controversial. I don't know. I'm tired of seeing Texas style barbecue outside of Texas. Why am I getting Texas style barbecue in Nantucket?
Yeah. Or
What are we
Korea for
doing
that
here?
matter.
What are we talking about here?
Yeah.
Why can't you just have Nantucket barbecue? Why is there Texas style barbecue in Miami?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Why can't you just have your own regional style? You guys
And it,
are so much seafood over there, and you ain't going to a Texas barbecue joint catching seafood on the menu. What are we doing here? What are
or
I
we
if
mean,
they
doing
do,
here?
you don't better not eat it.
I think Texas style barbecue is now at the point where it's like a Texas style barbecue joint is basically the same as a French restaurant or like a English bistro or sorry like an English pub. Like it's that kind of classification of restaurant now, right?
You think?
Yeah, why not? So like sure, I want to go to a French bistro today, or I want to go get an or I want to go get some Italian food tomorrow, or go get omakase sushi. Like Texas style barbecue, I think is kind of in that category now.
Hmm.
But and so my counter to that. All right, so let's say it is. Let's say the region Texas style, like we said, Q-tip isn't the thing; it's the brand. Let's say Texas style barbecue sort of gone that way.
Yeah.
Why is it only in Texas that is so loud and pronounced? Why is Texas style barbecue the biggest? Because you're not getting Carolina style barbecue in Los Angeles, but you can throw a rock and get Texas style barbecue there. You're not
Uh,
getting Memphis style barbecue in Portland, but you can get Texas style barbecue there. You see what I mean? Like there's other
Yeah.
subsets, right? But they don't necessarily have the big reach or as loud and pronounced as Texas is. Everywhere we're seeing, we were just talking about it. They're opening up Texas, style inspired barbecue in New York,
Hmm.
but they're not. It's not, Carolina, Memphis, heck, even Chicago style. It's not happening. So why Texas? I think that's my question. I'm trying to get to the bottom of.
I think certain regionality is still very region specific.
Mm.
I mean, you don't see a lot of. I mean, we just have a there's a Miami style chicken place that just operating out of homegrown now. Have you ever heard of a Miami style chicken place?
What's Miami style chicken?
They cluck with an accent.
I mean, like
McCain.
I'm assuming like a Cuban influence and the way the chicken's prepared
Okay.
or that. Yeah, but I mean, it's all about what spreads and what becomes popular. And no offense to like Memphis or Kansas City, like those places did, spread and they didn't catch on, and Texas did catch on. Now, Carolina, you find people in Texas. There are people who do whole hog because of Carolina, and there are more
Mm-hmm.
people serving hash and rice, and there are more people doing that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But for some, like right now, the predominating thing that everybody wants is brisket.
Yeah.
And what region does brisket better? Would you rather have Texas style brisket or Kansas City style brisket, Sheed?
From the food I ate in
We're
Kansas City,
we're at in Kansas
so I
City.
had Kansas City food. It almost killed me.
um,
Are you talking
so I
about
mean,
South Kansas City?
We were supposedly on the nice side, but I wanted LCs, I wanted slaps, I wanted all those people. I wanted to slap everybody at slaps for trying to pass off dirty hot dogs and hot dog water as sausages. I was like, all y'all got here is a bunch of chopped up Vienna sausages. You've got
but
the most watery mac and cheese I've ever seen in my life. Like you didn't even put no cheese in here; it's just orange food coloring. The brisket I've never seen. My brisket looked albino. I was like, was this a white cow? Does my cow have vitiligo? Because what happened here, right? Like, and people can hate. I'll show you all the footage. If you guys see the footage and you want to stand 10 toes down on your Kansas City barbecue, God bless you. Because I hit all the traditional spots, and I was like, why? This is
Yeah.
this is why. I've
I
never
mean,
I've never wasted so much money on food than I have trying to eat barbecue in Kansas City. I said what I
wh-
said.
why is it that like when pizza places open, they all hem towards New York style pizza? Like it's more rare to find like a New Haven style pizza joint outside of Connecticut than it is, or a Chicago tavern style pizza joint outside of Chicago. Or
Because
have you ever Buffalo slate crust pizza, James? That's its own style.
Yeah.
One, we got one in the Atlanta area that does that style because New York style is the most popular, or Neapolitan.
Or,
Those
you
so
are
know,
how does one or one a region then become popular? What is the thing that does it? Is the blame, not necessarily blame, but is the responsibility therefore on us to make like Georgia barbecue or Georgia style barbecue popular? Like how does a region specific become popular?
I mean, it's about
hmm,
who's championing it, right?
Mm.
Like, I mean, we don't. Robert Moss does a good job trying to cover all of the Southern style barbecue joints, but I don't think there's like a specific Carolina writer or a specific Georgia writer or Kentucky writer, Arkansas, Kansas City writer who is as prominent as Daniel Vaughn.
No. There's no
yeah.
there's no writer more prominent than Daniel Vaughn in the world of barbecue.
Right. And then also like look how the media covers it. What are they covering? Like when they go to do a smoke point video or when they go to do a Bon Appetit video or
Mm-hmm.
anything like that, what are they covering? They do cover, the Carolina style whole hog,
Mm-hmm.
like, but it's what 60 to 70% Texas style barbecue and then like 30% Carolina. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not even that it's just Texas. It's Texas and Carolina, and those are the only regions anybody like writes or covers about with any regularity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
without a doubt. Even, yeah, 100%. So again, I ask, do we then need to be the champions for our own style? We've talked that, the Atlanta editorial food scene is very skewed and heavily pay to play. That there's
hmm
no one just legit going through and doing. So do we then have to start and build that momentum, build that audience and crowd and that namesake to push forward, or do we just need someone who already has a pillar or an audience to just shift into that space and say, hey, here's what it is, like I actually do this thing so I can relate to what you're doing, not knocking Vaughn or any of the other writers, but I think it's very difficult to, it's not impossible but very difficult to communicate and relate when you can't do the thing and or don't do the thing,
hmm
right? If you're just a weekend worrying it, that's not a thing, but there's a certain grit, there's a certain callus that forms on your chef knife hand from chopping all day, from mincing all day, from trimming all day. There's a certain feel you get. There's just an experience that if you haven't had to bust down a couple 100 pounds of brisket for service, you just don't get it.
Right.
I mean, it's not even just like we talk about the regionalities, but what about like Chinese barbecue? Like the places where you can go, like go to Flushing, New York, or Chinatown, and you walk past a window, and there's a Chinese style barbecued duck hanging in the window.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah.
that's not covered as anywhere near as much as the American regions of barbecue.
But
Like
that brings back James's question: what is barbecue and who dictates it?
Yeah. Like who says this is barbecue? Like who puts that stamp on it? You know, and it's constantly evolving too, because that's the thing, right? You know, it's you know, from indigenous techniques to folks in Africa to what we do here in America today. It's just it's constantly evolving, but
Yeah,
there's always someone that says
I don't know.
that ain't real.
I
You know,
don't know.
you're doing it wrong.
Yeah,
You know, they there's experts, and I'm not talking about, you know, you mentioned the weekend warriors, but the keyboard warriors. I
yeah.
don't pay any attention to that, but there are some legitimate players in this space who says, you know, who puts their foot down, and this is the way. Like this is what
Yeah.
barbecue means, and you know, if nobody protects the tradition and the stories and the techniques that's been handed down and it's constantly evolving, then do you really like who really does have that right to say what is what? Who's gatekeeping all of this to say that, you know, that's not authentic? You know? It's just
I
I don't know, just something to ponder, you know. We don't have
Yeah,
all the
it
answers,
is.
but it just gets you thinking because
We could
people talk.
we we might have to make that its own episode, like who are the gatekeepers or what do the gatekeepers of this craft look like? Because I'd like to
I think I
think,
lost everybody.
I don't
Did I
know,
lose?
are there actual gatekeepers? Are there people who can pick and choose who are up next? Because I saw an interview or podcast discussion, and I'll pull it up. It's another. I think it's the culinary table of the chefs, the cutting table podcast, where they were talking about in the culinary world, the the fancy fine dining world, they have like these 20 gatekeepers that they're so elitist that there is no you addressing them outside of just chef. Like that's how it is. Like if you were to call them Mister whatever, like call me chef type.
Huh.
And it made me think like, do we have that in our space?
If we do, I don't know who that person is, you know, and I don't know who that panel of people would be. I could probably throw some names out there just
Yeah.
to put it out there,
Uh,
and just like I'm sure all three of us could. But you know, is that the way? Is that the way to define it?
yeah.
Huh.
I don't know.
And then again, I'm just talking
We'll
trash,
see.
right?
It's
This is me.
interesting.
Hey, and I had too much to drink this morning, and this is what you get.
There's a barbecue there's a barbecue Illuminati, the Grillinati that's out there stopping you from advancing. But I also think people try to advance going about it a different way. They mask the desire to be seen under the guise of support. Like, oh, I'm coming to support you. No, you're not. I can't tell you how my DMs lit up last week when it was announced, we're headlining over at Lone Star with all
Okay.
these amazing musical talents, Shabuzi, all these great guys that were out there in Texas. DMs and emails. Oh, but yeah, I'll come out. I do this, blah blah blah. I'm like, yo, where were you when I was doing the free stuff? When I was doing the stuff for kids? Where were you?
Right.
I don't care about this stuff, like this concert stuff. That's dope. Don't get me wrong. But the best message I've gotten all year was from the nurse director for children's healthcare saying that, hey, Sheed, we love it. We appreciate it. We ain't got no more room. Y'all raised so many toys. We don't have anywhere to put them. Like, that's the best. That's what I love.
Hmm.
But you dead silent when I'm doing that type of stuff. You know, when we're doing the veterans give back, I don't hear nothing.
Right.
But, oh, you see your name's going to be in banners and around these artists, all of a sudden, my phone's might as well be a 900 number. Just lighten up. If you don't know the 900 number is, you're too young for this
Ooh,
podcast.
$2.99 a minute.
Say something nice to me. I got $5 in 2 minutes. Let's go.
Oh
But that
man.
stuff like that. So I don't believe overall that there are barbecue gatekeepers. I do, however, believe there are people in positions that protect their space and their peace and their their reach, because not everyone has necessarily the right intent. When I try to describe this to someone, I said it's, think of the story Jamie Foxx tells about meeting Denzel Washington, how he was always across the street watching Denzel go into the club, yelling at Denzel across the street, trying to get his attention, until one day he finally crossed the street and ran up on him, and Denzel just sort of put him down real quick, like, hold on now, like put him in that head out his hand, like, hey, be careful, type of thing. I
Yeah.
look at it that way. Like, but once you get to know a person and you realize what your intentions are, cool. But at first, hey, slow up, don't get hurt.
Yeah. Back up.
Oh my gosh. Oh, what do I got here? Oh, real quick, because this is important, and we've talked about this before. I don't know if you guys saw that Weber had released a safety recall on all of their bristle brushes, because we talked about that forever ago in an episode when we discussed like what to buy and what not to buy
Hmm.
for your barbecue kit. And I've always been an advocate that don't get yourself the bristle brushes. Those cheap bristle brushes, those bristles are very easy to fall off and get stuck in the grates. And if it was once on your grate and then you take off your food and it's not on your grate, it's in the food somewhere.
Hmm.
So that's, don't do those. An amazing alternative, and maybe we can get lucky enough to get them as a sponsor for the pod, but they're not. But I'll still put this out there because it is a safety thing. Get the barbecue daddy. That is an absolutely amazing alternative versus those bristle brushes. Trust me, I was skeptical at first. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was 100% skeptical. I thought it was a joke, like this is a scam. Man, the way I busted down my racks in like 15 minutes with that thing, I was like, okay,
Really?
okay, you got me.
The
You got me.
grill daddy.
The grill
That
guy.
or the or the like pizza oven brushes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Those do
the
pretty well too.
hardcore pizza oven brushes. Yeah, you're gonna spend
Yeah,
more money on them, but they work.
yeah. And it helps give you reach if you don't end up climbing into the belly of your rig like I do.
Yep.
What else do we have here? Oh, okay. Of course, I gotta shout out Pops. If you guys haven't yet, please go watch Smokeout. That's Pops' new show. Pops, aka Mr. Kevin Bledsoe, with Noah Gluten. Their brand new show on Tastemade, Smokeout. It's a great 5 episode series. He starts it off with a bang, showing people how to make Thor's hammer. And I loved it, not just because it's Pops, but also because they teach you to cook. Like, shocking.
No, not teaching.
They're teaching you how to cook it, how to season it, why they're seasoning it that way, how they're going about the fire. In a world full of competition shows, like, it's very refreshing to just get a culinary show.
Hmm.
Really is. And there's no pristine kitchen. It's not no $20,000 wolf stove range, lights. They're out in the backyard, just
Nice.
cooling it. It's like you walked in on them preparing the food for the cookout. Like the cookout starts at 3 and you showed up at 1. That's exactly what the TV show's like.
That's how it's
You
supposed
get
to
to
be,
see how it
though.
works.
That's
Yeah,
that's real
yeah,
life, though, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what makes that one so amazing. So definitely make sure you guys go check that out. Um, and speaking of shows, I don't know if you guys miss it as much as I do. The travel food shows just aren't around anymore.
Huh.
And yeah,
Okay.
like like Andrew Zimmerman. Obviously, we lost Bourdain,
Right.
who really spearheaded a lot of that. But Anthony Zimmerman was asked, and he gave a very poignant response to what happened. And he says, "Well, COVID was a big factor, but just the travel food world just never sort of made it back, and just the
Mm.
conditions." But I miss it. I would love a solid travel barbecue road show. Like I don't want diners, driving and dives. I want a
No.
solid like somebody that can speak to it, someone that can do it. Like I would sit down for 3 seasons of that. I'm tired
Yeah.
of seeing competition. I
Yeah.
am.
Somebody to tell the stories and the beginnings and like where do you source your materials from? Let's go talk to the farmer. Let's get the little guys involved. How'd you get started in this? Okay, let's go back to your grandfather's estate and like relive where this all started and just kind of
Mm.
give the history on how people came to be. I used to watch. I mean, drivers, dine-ins, and dives. I saw every once in a while, but the one I liked is uh, Stanley Tucci had one where he was like doing some
Oh,
things in Italy. He was
yeah, yeah,
doing that kind of thing, and that format was very nice because he went in. It was just like the old ma like living in the village since 3, 4 generations and making the
yeah,
same desserts or the same pies or the same side dishes or whatever, and it just goes deeper into the
yeah.
food and the meaning and the origins, and those are the people who could tell you what barbecue is because they've been doing it for 40 just years and years. The people have
Hmm.
been just without all the notoriety, they just cooking food and people are coming to eat.
Yeah. No, Stanley's show was a really good show. That
Yeah.
was a good show. Like I know Flay and Giada had, I guess Flay and Giada do
Oh
interview, right?
yeah, they did it too.
And that I was just like, oh, all right. It just didn't hit, but Stanley Tucci hit it right on the head with his show. But I'd
Yeah.
love for us to get that back. Like I know we're gonna probably get another barbecue brawl new season, and but there isn't, aside from that as of right now. There's no other barbecue shows out.
Mm.
Pitmatch has long been gone, over 10 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Showdown no longer occurring. There's nothing else for us pyros out there. I think Fire Masters hasn't released a new season yet in a bit. So
It's been years.
one big game, one big player in town. I think the market is ripe for barbecue content that's not competition based.
Yeah.
They're all on YouTube.
Yeah, oh,
Are they?
It's all on YouTube.
Okay.
okay.
Like,
So I'm that as a point for next episode. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
yeah,
are all the good barbecue shows on YouTube?
yeah. Basically, I mean, think about it. Like, yeah, not just like Smoke Point, but every time that, like, I mean, the problem is there's overlap because Eater does a video on someone, then Bon Appetit does a video on the same person, and then it's just
Yeah.
kind of retreading ground sometimes. But like, we talk about Ant's barbecue cookout. Like that's the new thing. And instead of being, a 30-minute episode where they go to three joints, it's a 30-minute episode where they just talk to one joint.
Mm.
I mean, there's others on there, but yeah, like, I mean, it's weird. The food, not as many people are watching TV. Not as many people. A lot of people consume it through YouTube. You go look at the metrics for like what diners, drive-ins, and dives, like a clip does on YouTube versus trying to find it in the HBO Max app. No one's like just having Food Network on really in the background anymore. I don't think so.
I'm
Um,
not. I keep YouTube in the
so
background.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many people that we like Tyler in particular. He was like, as soon as that Ants Barbecue thing came out, he was getting messages from people in Canada that the video just popped up randomly on their own YouTube algorithm, and
Mm,
they don't seek out barbecue content. Like it's kind of scary that that would happen with
yeah,
someone you know, but yeah, I think all of that kind of content has moved to YouTube. I mean, I think there's a space for it definitely to stay on as a show on Hulu or Netflix or Amazon, um, who are like, because I don't think travel shows are they that expensive to film? You would know. You're the expert.
they travel. We had we had a very tight budget for the travel show we were shooting last year with PBS Hulu, and it is costly. Like a lot of
Okay.
it is the travel of moving the team. You know, you can run and gun with a small three-man team, but you include your host, right? So now that's and really probably three-man or four-man team with the director. So a five-person team, that's five people you have to feed two to three times a day. Five people you have to lodge across whatever city or area you're staying. There, that's five people you have to transport. I think our schedule was set, and how we were doing it was like, all right, everyone's flying in to like Memphis was when we were just wrapping, and we'd knock out Memphis. Then we'd rent a car. Cool. Where else can we get to? Let's get to Nashville. Let's get some more stuff. When we get to Nashville, let's get to Knoxville too. Let's knock out these areas as best we can. And at least for us, if I was going to Texas, it's like, hey, have your camera guy shoot at least these video plates or B-roll as much as possible, so that when we do the Texas episode later in the year, we can save a production day and just go straight to it. Like it's a lot that goes into a travel show. I haven't given up on us producing our own, but it's very costly. Like you can do it shoestring for 100, but that's not with your host getting paid, and that is with your crew. Like hey, you we're gonna have to knock this out in like 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks type of thing. Nah, and that's not $100,000 isn't a lot once you split it amongst a crew of four or five people.
I mean, I'm just trying to compare it to like other reality TV and how much that costs.
Oh,
You know,
that's worse.
right? Well, I'm just saying, like in terms of cost, like
Yeah.
is it lower cost than to do all of these reality TV competition stuff, or is it the
Oh, the
same cost?
reality. Oh, the reality TV comps. Yeah, those call. I think what was. I think season one, the budget was like 2 to 3 mil, maybe four, and
Okay,
that's
so
with a whole. That's renting out the properties. That's hotel stay. That's crafty. That's catering. That's the salaries for the hosts. Not to mention the full blown production crew, director, production assistant, storytellers. Like it's a whole ordeal. Uh, yeah, it's yeah that gets burned quick. You are probably better off shooting your own, which is also my segue to Susie Bullock. Shout out to Hey Girl Hey, who just announced she just finished wrapped shooting her own TV show.
Oh,
And I think that may be the thing. Like, you know, sign these deals, take that deal money, and throw the Hail Mary and produce your own television show. Knock out 2 to 3 episodes and try to shop it around.
yeah.
yeah, I mean, we're like that. You're saying there was 3 million for 8 episodes of that show?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So like, I mean,
And that's
how many episodes would you have gotten out of that 100K?
out of 100K. We're bootstrapped, so we've got everything. I can get us a season very tight, but I can get us a season for
So
100K.
so even if you just quadrupled that,
Yeah,
So I mean, you're talking about less than 80% less than an 8 episode competition season.
yeah.
So why? Yeah, like it's weird that those things aren't being made then.
It's but though there may not be uh, gatekeepers in the barbecue cooking world, there
Hmm.
are 1,000% gatekeepers in the production world.
Oh,
Because what you really need is anyone can do anything, and I'd love for us to. I'm gonna push this for next week's topic too, but anyone can put anything out now via YouTube. It is the largest distribution network on the planet right now, is YouTube, and it's free. But the issue is when you distribute it on YouTube, you're not guaranteed to get people to watch it. So
right.
when a show gets made and they push it to something like a Netflix, they know Netflix is going to run bumper ads. They're going to promo it. They're going to, they paid a host to be a part, sign it and affiliate the project, and they're going to get it back. A lot of what's stopping things from being created now is just a guaranteed distribution hub. I'll make the thing if you can guarantee me you'll distribute it. Like, no different than when indie filmmakers make their films. Like, they try to, it's like, hey, we got an AMC deal. They're going to push it out in 100 theaters. Like, you need that distribution. Doesn't matter how beautiful of a show we make if no one gets to see it.
Right.
Trust me, I'm sitting on a show that no one will ever get to see. That's the name of the game, but that's how the production is. Like Terry and I shot 2, 3 TV show pilots, and
Okay.
those are sitting on a shelf somewhere in California. Right? Things
Mm.
happen. That is very much the side of the industry many people are not necessarily familiar with.
Yeah.
That's
Makes
it.
sense. Makes sense.
But what do you gentlemen have that you want to promo? What's coming up? What are we doing? Where we're going
All right, depending on when this episode airs, we're either
tomorrow? It's the
tomorrow.
same
Okay.
time of year as every Pinky. No, Tuesdays at
Yeah.
8 a.m.
All right, so Misfits will be at Minoa Spirits this Wednesday, March 4th. Yeah, March 4th.
Yeah.
From 5 to 10 p.m. It's going to be a combo menu. So we're going to be doing 4 items. Again, we're calling it like our communion series where we kind of go into other spaces and uh, kind of redirect and change our menu to kind of fit what they're doing
Okay.
using their influence. So Tyler came up with a Bude Jjigae sausage. Are you familiar with Bude Jjigae?
I
No.
I I I don't even know what you just said.
But Black History Month
Because
is
a
over,
part of it,
Brian, so you
the
can't say
first
that.
part is like, "Are you familiar with booty?" I'm like, "Hey, I'm a master in cheeks." Okay, I got that.
The Korean army stew with like hot dog, spam, and American cheese. Have you
Oh,
ever
No,
seen that?
okay.
Okay,
no.
No.
so it is it's from like kind of the air like the army bases being over there in the Korean War and all of that. So when we took over supplies, hot dogs and spam and American cheese, it got evolved into making this stew, which has like noodles and rice cakes and tofu and spam and hot dogs and American cheese and kimchi, and it's
Hmm.
delicious. And Tyler turned that into a sausage, so it's a sausage with like seasoned with like gochujang and sesame and American cheese, ramen noodles, rice cakes, and spam inside the sausage.
And I know it's going to taste delicious, but that is a lot of different things.
That is
Dude,
a lot of
I'm not joking. It's possible top five.
Wow.
wow. All
Wow.
Um,
right, I'm down.
yeah. All right, and then like it's really that good. Like it's surprisingly that good. But yeah, we're gonna do a smoked pork belly bosom. Tyler's doing his cow soy. We're gonna do some shredded beef cheek, and then we have some. We're gonna do some kind of dredged and deep fried ribs in a Korean barbecue sauce.
Nice.
Um,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
and then the next Thursday, I mean, we still have our like round trip. We're gonna be there. Brisket's gonna be coming back. We're gonna have brisket from now on, pretty much for the foreseeable future. We're still really pushing pork steaks and beef cheek. People are really responding well to pork steaks. That's just not a cut that's happens in Georgia, but I think it's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then next Thursday will be at Bellwood's Coffee over off of South Cobb Drive in Smyrna, um, that area, and we're going to be doing some burgers and some different sandwiches. We'll do some beef cheek, but we're going to use again communion, so we're going to use their coffee and grind it and kind of throw it into our spice blend and sauces and that kind of stuff.
Oh,
Just kind of evolving to whatever space we're in. Anybody who hosts us, we're gonna make our menu feel at home there.
good. I like that.
Very
I like
cool.
that. Okay.
Very
What
cool.
about you, brother James?
Man, I am off to sunshine. Heading down to Orlando this week or tomorrow for the rest of the
Mm,
week. When Wisconsin for the next week, just job stuff, and then that weekend when I get
very
back from
nice.
Wisconsin,
Okay.
it's in 2 weeks, is my fundraiser for Miller Creek. It's a community school out here. I think it's in Milton, but I'm going to be auctioning off some wares, man. So
Hmm.
for the school, doing some fundraiser out there. We're gonna put some plates together, put some meals together, and get them auctioned off for the folks to do some good and raise some money for Miller Creek School out here.
I like that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Right on.
How about you, man?
Um, I next big public thing is Florence Food and Wine.
Oh yeah.
March 26th, 27th, 28th. I'm out there. Come hang out. I'll be hanging out with Elliot Moss, starting some fires with him again. Started my year that way, and I'm continuing the trend. So, going to be in great company. Go grab your tickets. I think the VIP dinner experience has already sold out, but there's still so many amazing activities to do throughout that week. I definitely recommend people come through and give it a shot.
Okay.
It'll be a good time. And I truly do want to just give a heartfelt thank you to our audience who has supported us through Pitmaster Santa over the years. I wasn't joking when I said I received a message from the director end of last week saying, hey, we finally made it through everything. Like, this really means a lot. Thank you. We don't even have the space for all of this, and it means so much. And it's just that that's a it doesn't take a lot. This didn't start out big. It really didn't. James, I think you had came to like one of the first or second ones when it was still happening in the total in the wine shop back in the day
Oh yeah, I remember
before I moved
that.
it into
Yeah.
breweries. Yeah. So it's been a long go. So for those of you who see this now and like, man, I could never do that, that's wrong because it didn't grow, didn't become this overnight. Like, this is year after year of just doing it and giving it selflessly. And we've literally impacted thousands of lives. So
That's
truly
awesome.
thank you guys for that. And thank you guys for supporting the pod. Please like, share, subscribe. That really helps us out. Leave a review. I just saw we are at a 4.9 star rating, which is really amazing. We'd like to get a perfect 6 stars. If you don't see the six, we'll take the five. But yeah, and we crossed over 4,000 of you guys following us on the socials. Thank you for that. We're
Yeah.
not much to look at, but we can make a hell of a rib.
What are you talking about, man?
And,
Look at this baby face, man.
Always with the baby face. This little
I done
soap
took like
patch right
15
within there.
years off. Now I'm only 55.
There it is.
and
It is.
and and occasionally we have enjoyable rants.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Good rants. Can't beat the rants. I've been your host, ladies and gentlemen, Rashid Phillips, and somewhere to my left, top, bottom, or right is
Brian Hull, Misfits Barbecue. We'll start there.
yes. And last but definitely not least,
Mr. James Welch. Did I freeze?
perfect.
Am I
I
still
heard
here?
you.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you're here.
As long as Rashid has been acting like he can hear you, so I'm not sure if he can or you're freezing. So I've just been going with the flow here.
I was
I'm,
just like,
I'm,
did I
miming,
freeze?
I'm miming that I hear. You're right.
I don't know.
I've been
Maybe
miming
maybe
our whole friendship. Like, I can't actually. I don't even listen to you half the time. I'm just on autopilot.
Oh,
I'm gonna
awesome.
end this, but you guys hang on.